welcome to part 4 of today's 12-hour Academy Day with new DMs. John V's Knees will be taking the seat today, but before we go around and say hello to him and all of our other wonderful players, some of whom joined very shortly ago, thank you, let's take a moment to mention our sponsors and our social links. That's right, social links. You heard it here first. There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century. We have the internet, therefore we can be social at a distance, okay? It's quarantine, yes. Isolation, yes. Social distancing, no. Join us in Discord. Stop making things worse than they are. Send me a DM on Twitter. I'll get you a game as well. Come and play. Let's do this. Especially if you're a service worker. I want to focus some games on giving some of you guys a break because I know things are pretty tough right now. So, like, you know, medical workers, cleaners, retail workers, Deliveroo drivers. You guys are heroes right now. You know, like all of you people. If you want a 3-hour break, if you're rushed off your feet and you want a 3-hour break, just message me. We'll get you a game. What else we got? We've got sponsors. Check out Hero Forge with the magical minis of magnificent colors. Part of a $3.1 million Kickstarter recently, 6,000% funded. These beautiful little minis are due to be released in the next few months. We'll be following their prototypes as they create them, so stick around to check out that. Also check out the Deck of Many. The Deck of Many Things is available to you as a donation reward. So by all means, inflict that on John as a new DM. I'm sure that he will cope with that absolutely fine. And they also have the Humblewood campaign. I've put some props on top of all my books, so I won't be holding up books for this stream. Oh yes, I have props. Also, check out Magehand Press. Magehand Press, who created the Dark Matter stream. Thank you very much, Mackenzie. It's available in hardback at your local game store, thanks to their recent sponsorship with Diamond Comics Publishing. But since you can't really go to your comic store at the moment, I recommend you click on their online link and get it delivered. Yeah, and then tell the Amazon driver to come and play a game of D&D with us. Or delivery driver, I guess. UPS, I don't know what they use. Whoever they use. Oh god, I'm losing my mind so soon. It's like a tapestry with some angry kittens. Let's go around and say hello to everyone. Let's start with our wonderful DM for the last session, These Knees!
Good evening, everyone. I'm V's Knees. This is my second time DMing ever, which was also on this channel. Back in August, I ran a game of Masks. Tonight we are playing Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart Kit. I'm at V's Knees on Twitter. Find me here every now and then. That's pretty much it for me.
Looking forward to it, John. Looking forward to it. Next around the screen, we have Mackenzie Lane DA. Mac!
Oh, hi! I'm Mac, or Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I do things on the internet. Wow, my brain is dead today. I am here. I'm on Twitter. I'm a professional TTRPG content creator, and you can catch me as the DM for Downside Up on this channel every Wednesday at 6 p.m. EST, which is the Magehand Press sponsored game. You can also check me out for the next 3 weeks over on the D&D channel every Friday at 9 p.m. EST for Tales from the Mist. I guess Spooked is spooky times. I think that's... You can also... I've got stuff out in D&D Beyond and other stuff coming out soon, I think. Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Like,
woo! I'm trying.
Shouting out the D&D channel right now. Mackenzie's so famous. Like, it's...
Wow. Do you want me on this game or not? Do you want me here or not?
Famous.
I can leave. There's the leave meeting button right there.
Like, being famous is a good thing, Mac. Why do you keep brushing it?
Is it? It isn't, because when you say wow, it can't be so... It just hurts. It just hurts.
Next around the screen, I've only just seen Zoom chat, and hence their closed captions. Nadine at any_actor.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for what my captions say right now. And secondly, thank you very much, Scrat, for having me back on another game. I'm so excited to be playing Cyberpunk. My name is Nadine. You can find me at NE_actor on Twitch and Twitter, where I do the things. I do RPG things, and I also do gaming things, and that's about it. Also podcast stuff. But yeah, that's me, and I'm Again, very sorry. It's big. I'm trying to say big knuckles because that's what I have in the game, not what it. Sorry.
I believe you thousands wouldn't. Maybe literally. We'll find out. Next around the screen, we have Holly at Sage Affiliate.
Oh, hi. I'm Holly. Like Scrat said, you can find me at Sage Affiliate on Twitter. I'm on here every now and then, and it is always a joy. Last season, I was in a campaign DMing for VSNE, so I'm super excited to be the student this time around because I've never played this before. Really excited.
Neither have I.
Even more excited now.
Have any of us played this before?
No, I haven't.
Yes, once.
Oh, I need to set up the tweet and stuff. Because y'all should retweet the tweet. That's an important step to any game, is retweeting the tweet. So let me grab that tweet. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to stick it in a command. I'm apparently going to open Groove Music because I can't click for shit. So I'm going to try that again. Put it in a command.
Pro streamer.
Hi, everyone.
I just realized the 3 times that you've sent out tweets about my game, it hasn't actually tagged me.
What?
I think you're like, there's like one.
There's an underscore. You keep putting an underscore.
There's no underscore, but that time there was a space.
God damn it. Yes, I also need to change the game name. Thank you very much, Kenjia. I said I'd give myself more time because I'm a hot mess. Why don't we just hand over to John and I'll do all the other stuff in the background. Just come to me last.
Right. Well, welcome to Night City, everyone. The main place you want to go if you want to get all kinds of cyber augments and stuff. This is the hot spot. So what's been going on is there is a serial killer on the loose. It's called the Dapper Gent because his victims are all found wearing top hats and masks with a monocle and mustache attached to them. Kind of weird, but serial killers do weird things. Our group here are all up and comers in in Night City, looking for money or fame, whatever their reason is for hunting this guy down. They've all received word about an individual who is recruiting, trying to put together a team to hunt this guy down. Word is he has some information. So I think we will start with everyone arriving at the bar. Let's start with, Mach 7. She's got a car. She probably got there fast.
Yep. Where are we meeting?
It is a bar. I had a name, and of course it escaped my head. Let's just call it Bar None. It's not important.
I like it.
All right. So Mach has a car, pretty augmented though. I don't know what the equivalent of like a Reliant Robin is in this universe, but it's that. It's old, but it's been augmented a heck ton, so it goes fast. She's fairly small, under 5 foot, very small, very thin, very much can get into places no one else can. Sort of oil-stained dungarees and a very oversized button down and big welder's goggles just sort of propped on her head. A big tool belt. And she just sort of shuffles in and just finds a booth and just, after seeing no one that she's supposed to meet, just finds a booth and just slides in.
Fair enough. All right, let us move on to, let's go with, is it Taki or Taki?
Taki.
Taki, okay.
Taki doesn't have any sort of vehicle. They always just sort of get where they need to be. They always seem to know where they need to be. And they wear a very long coat. You can't really tell how big they are. They seem to always be adjusting their height as they go in sort of a lumber. And have we been given any descriptions of who we're looking for?
Yes, you would know that he's kind of a, not heavy set, but he's got like kind of a dad bod kind of thing going on. He's got the got like that horseshoe bald thing going around, that horseshoe of hair going around his head.
Like the monk horseshoe.
Yeah. And he's wearing. You're not sure if they're because like they kind of wrap around. You're not sure if they're sunglasses or if they're his cyber optics. He is sitting alone at a table, kind of off to the side in the back.
They walk in, see the guy, and lean against the bar, not sitting, just taking in the ambiance of Bar None.
About Zim.
Okay. I'd say Zim probably pushes past any kind of bodyguard, just like big hand just pushes them away. Big, scruffy, looks like he hasn't shaved in days, bit of a neck beard that moves to a chest fuzz here. Slick back hair, a little bit longer than it should be right now. You think he looks like he needs a haircut. Big leather jacket on, but like a vest underneath, a little sweat stained. And he just goes straight to the bar, orders a drink. It's whiskey, like on the rocks, like it's with like, and he asks for an orange trim. So it's kind of weird to see this like greasy dude holding a very fancy drink.
An old-fashioned. Ah,
He's classy.
really?
And Chuckles.
Well, hello. I'm gonna head on in. I'm a big guy, heavy set. I got muscle everywhere. I say muscle. It ain't real muscle. You see, the thing about me is I'm a fixer. I make things out of things. I ain't got time for working out. I'm chubby as all heck. But I can make mechanical muscle, so I got armor all over my legs. Hard armor. Armor down my arms as well. Arms for the armor. Armor arms, if you will. The only thing that's not particularly armored is my gut, because it does hang a long way over my belly. Right? So I've got a sizable gut here. What I've done is I've come up with like a fiber mesh made out of carbon fiber. It's real cool. There's like little bonds between it. Kind of holds it all in. It's great. And as for my appearance, well, you know, I got my cap on. You can see some sort of accident has happened under there with my hair. Is that cybernetic hair? Who the hell knows? Kind of glows a little bit. It's got like, you know, kind of looks a bit like, you know what's that stuff called? You know, the stuff they use, the fiber optics. It's like fiber optic stuff going on over there. And it's real darn cool. Real darn cool. And you see on my hip, there is a large gun. That's the only thing it says in my character sheet, that there's a large gun there, so there is one of those on my hip. And I've got, you don't seem aware, but I can get like tools just seem to be hanging around my body. I'm not wearing a coat. Nope, no coat here. But tools just seem to pop out of this armor. Just like, whoa, there they are. Tools everywhere.
I love it. I can never be prepared for your characters.
I try.
All right, so all your characters are in this bar now. You all would have, you know, you'd know this guy's description that you're meeting with. His name is Don. Don. It's amazing how much you forget in about an hour's time. He's, you know, he doesn't know what you all look like, but you know what he looks like, and he's sitting there, and he's just got a beer in front of him that he's nursing, and he's, you know, keeps kind of checking the time. You all approach, sit down, or
Is he drinking out of a bottle or out of a draft?
a bottle.
I would like to buy him one of those bottles and approach.
Okay, so I take it you set the bottle down in front of him.
I take it there's a contact we're supposed to be meeting.
Looks at the bottle, looks at you. That'd be me. I'm the one that sent out that request for a team for a certain job.
Where's the rest of the team then?
They're
Oh
supposed to
boy,
be
howdy,
getting-
you got yourself a team, all right. I think clapping tacky on the back. We're all in here already. I recognize some of these people around here.
Zim slides on the other side of Chuckles, like, no. I guess you're the one we're looking for.
And then behind the three lumbering shadows, this tiny child is like, right, yeah, I think this is about a weird meeting place, but, you know, I guess I'm the one you're looking for. This is not what I was expecting.
Well, sometimes it's better to meet in public place, hide in plain sight kind of thing.
I don't think I'm legally allowed to be in here.
It's fine. They're lax on the rules here.
Well, they didn't card me, so... Hey.
Like I said, lax. So, you all know what you're here for.
Money.
Yeah. We have...
Zim nods at that.
So he takes out an agent and he kind of taps on it a bit, and you all get a notification with an address on it. This is the building where we're pretty sure he's hiding. Send a guy in solo, and well, he kind of gestures over to one of the vid screens which is playing a story about the latest victim of Dapper Gent. You can see how that turned out. So we're thinking a team might work better. Got the address. All I need, proof the job's done, and money will be wired into your accounts. You'll get credit, you'll get the fame you need, you get should give you a big boost around town.
So just so that we're clear, you want us to no sort of information, no capture, just straight.
Preferably,
They mean murder.
If you find information, that'd be helpful. But preferably we just want the problem to go away.
Understood. And who do I have the pleasure of working with today? I am Taki. And they'll hold out a hand to Chuckles.
Oh, no, sorry. I was getting carried away there. Look, this table's adjustable now. It changes height. Now you can put it up to any height you like. You don't have to have one of them coffee tables, or you can have it up right up there as a bar table. I just had some things lying around. I'm sorry. My name's Chuckles. You can use fave pronouns for me, and I like fixing things. That's my whole shtick. I'll fix things. You got a car?
No. I
I've
just
got one.
walk.
Beg your pardon?
I've got a car. That's what I
Great.
got here.
We'll soup that thing up. You won't recognize it by the time I'm gone. We'll put machine guns on it. We'll get all sorts of stuff. It'll be great. And steer horns at the front. Ain't a car unless it's got steer horns at the front.
I don't know if RT is gonna like that, but yeah. Hi, I'm Mark, or Mark 7, but you can just call me Mark. That's fine. I get places fast. That's about all I'm good for, really. Not really much of a fixer or a fighter or anything, but I can keep up.
And you?
Zim takes. You see, Zim's just taken. What's his name? Don.
Yes.
Don's agent, and he's like picking it apart and just slipping a node in there to make sure that he knows where Don is at all times. And he's just like screwing about to get out. I'm Zim. And that's it. And then he slides it back. I wouldn't open that again. It'll blow half of us to Kingdom Come if you do.
Oh,
just
so
say.
you're not trying to do this subtly?
No. Not
Okay. Don just looks at his agent. He looks back up at you. That's fine. I'm not. I just use the thing. I'm not one to take it apart.
It's got 5G now as well.
Appreciated.
Very smart. Now, about the payment, do we all get it now? Or are we waiting until it's all done? A half and half?
Let's do half now, half when the job's done. And he picks up his agent, eyes it cautiously, and then kind of hesitates a little bit, and then, keys in something, and all your agents go off. You get a notification that you've just received a pretty sizable sum. I am completely unfamiliar with how much is a large amount in Night City, but it's a pretty good amount.
The
It's
right metric, fuck ton of money.
You make the rules, John. You tell us how much it's worth. And come on, what can we buy with this? How many beers?
How many months of rent are we talking here?
You'd be set for, I mean, a couple of years at least.
This is a true story. Because when we went to uni, I was obviously interacting with a lot of people from different countries. We often communicated on how much things were in our home countries by how many beers it was.
Nice.
Yeah, don't ask me to come up with numbers on the spot. I'm bad with numbers.
So if we pool all the money together, we could probably buy this bar.
I don't
Probably
think I
buy the next building too. It's not a very upscale area. Like it's not a very it's not a nice area of town. It's very, it's seedy, it's quiet. This is why it was picked. He chose this because, like, you can tell that this is the kind of area where people don't really talk.
All right, I think this will do to begin.
All right. Well, you got your team. You got the address. Wish you the best of luck. And he picks up the new beer that Taki brought over and raises it to him before taking a big swig out of it.
Right, so I suppose I'm driving then.
I mean, I can drive if you like me to.
No, did you have a car or do you just?
I don't have
So
a
we're all
car
getting
yet.
into a Robin reliant.
Oh, don't worry, I can fix
Love it.
that.
No, can you fix a reliant Robin? Can you though? Is
Well,
it
look,
possible?
There's a great big design flaw here. Someone's only put one wheel on the front.
You can't fix perfection, Chuckles. You can't.
That's how this tiny, like, she's like freaking 16.
It's like a clown car, like.
That's how she got the Reliant. That's how she got enough money to augment it, because the Reliant itself was so cheap.
So with your permission, Mackenzie, I think Chuckles is going to go to town on upgrading your car, and I'm not sure how this works, but I want to roll shit for it.
Okay.
I will try. Mock would try to help.
I think you have a skill for it,
Do
which
we?
I've got actions.
because so skill checks are, you roll everything it's a D10 system. So there should be right on your character sheet. There should actually.
Yeah, fighting, social technique.
Skill rolls, so like, are we looking at basic tech here? I mean, come on, an engine, simple, Rankine cycle, that's pretty basic, right?
Yeah, we'll go with basic tech.
Oh my god, how bad is it, Scrat?
I don't know yet, I haven't rolled it. Hiya!
Huh.
What's 15, is that good?
So yeah, it's let's see.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah. Say
Plus 6.
it's good enough. It takes you maybe a little bit longer than usual, but it doesn't give you any problems.
Alright.
Okay, alright, then, I guess, yeah, you can do that if you wanted.
Well, first of all, let's get rid of this one wheel nonsense. I'm gonna rip out the axle and replace
Wait,
it with a
well,
real axle.
now that it's only got 2 wheels.
And then stretch the car out so that it's like a sedan length, so that I can actually fit in the bloody thing.
Could you make it so that it goes big and small, just like the table?
Oh well, with enough time, I bet I could. Hang on a second. And,
I really don't need anyone else to fit in, like, usually it's just me in the car. Okay.
Well, now you can have parties. We can put a pool back
I-
here when no one else is in there.
That
I'm
teenager does not want to have parties.
I'm really not a social one. I just started to just sort of drive. I don't really do the hanging out thing. This is all a lot for me.
Quick cut to Don as he fiddles around with the table and then just drops it onto his knees.
Ow! Oh, I felt that one. Oh, I felt that one. Ow! I like crunched up in my body. Right. Well, this is
A whole
RT.
toolbox? What is that?
Hey, I used to be an engineer. You want me to be a fixer? I can be a fixer.
Right. This is RT. They don't really have they don't actually talk, so they don't really actually have an AI. I just sort of named them, so I had someone to yell at when I was driving on the roads. But it already goes pretty fast. I that's kind of what I'm good at, just going fast. Anyways, anyone got the address? And Chuckles, are you done yet?
Just about. I'm just adding in that adjustable there. I'm just throwing on a lever. I haven't actually got anything to use as a lever, so let's see. What do we got around here? Hey! No one likes getting parking tickets. I'll rip out like a parking ticket post and I'll... There we go. Now you got a lever.
What exactly are you using to expand the middle, or does it expand just open air?
It's like a roller skate.
Fiber optics.
Yeah, I think like some of that same mesh like material that he's made for his gut that like flows around. I think that's the material that I've used.
You've actually just got a ream around you that you just kind of pull out.
Ah, yes, the mesh girdle.
There we
Mesh
go.
quartets.
Mesh girdle. I hate that. I hate it.
I hate so much of this already.
Unfortunately, I tried, but I can't get snatched.
I
Says you can't have humor in a gritty setting.
I find that helps you make it more gritty.
That's fair.
Contrast.
Well, I think everyone can fit in my car now?
Would you still call it a car?
I don't know. Everyone get in. I'm just gonna, that leans very close to the engine. I'm sorry. I didn't know they were going to do that.
Oh, and
Sorry.
I changed the oil as well.
Oh, thank you. I don't have enough money for it. Well, I mean, I guess I have enough money for it now, but I didn't at the time, so thank you.
And I fixed the sparks plugs.
Thank you. It was really broken.
Your HT leads, it was the problem. It wasn't actually the spark plug, it was one of the HT leads.
But I just know how to press the gas pedal down really well. That's basically all
I replaced it with some of my hair.
Zim climbs into it like, oh my god.
Are we ready now? May we
So
proceed?
someone's going to have to navigate for me because I don't think this thing has a GPS.
Shotgun!
Oh God, no.
That makes sense. You are the...
Mock cringes and slides into the driver's seat.
I send it using like Pooble maps.
Of course, yes.
And I'll put the address in and it'll go to everyone's agent.
I go
I
ahead.
think agent is the word for phone, right? Pretty
Yes. Yeah. It's basically it's a smartphone. It's what it's called.
I go ahead and put my do they all have like the big face things?
It can look however you want it to look. It can
Okay.
be big and bulky. It can be sleek. It can look like like the Geordie or the
Geordie LaForge.
Star Trek: The Next Generation.
I can be Jordy.
Jordy.
Gotta find a headband real fast now. I'm gonna go ahead and flip a Jordy visor over my eyes. And just be ready. I don't think I can do the tracking if I don't, or scanner, if I don't have a thing.
Yeah, I mean, you can use it to find like any terminals that you can jack into in the area. It would, I mean, you can find terminals around here, but it's not going to really help you with the job.
That's okay. I will find them later.
Okay, so you would, anyone who's a little more familiar with the town, with Night City, would know that the address is it's in the business district, but it's kind of on like the outskirts.
So no
like
one's
kind of
gonna give my shitty Reliant Robin too much of a trouble.
It's an area that's a lot of the buildings are under development. So aside from construction workers, not a lot of traffic in that area.
I'm gonna pull a thermos flask out of my arm.
I'm gonna drive? I'm just gonna drive. I'm gonna regret my life choices and drive.
Well, maybe we do the pass by, and then we see if perhaps it would be better to walk.
All right then, I can do that. Just hold hold on, I think. This thing still works like a car. And then I just sort of go, hoping it doesn't explode.
Roll me up. Just kidding.
I do have
Please tell
driving
me
as
it
a
goes,
skill.
Like 3 times the speed of going crazy, please.
I do have driving as a
enter
skill.
warp speed.
I'll put a jet on where the
I mean-
exhaust was.
I mean, if you want to roll for driving, by all means, go ahead.
Kind of just want to see how well I deal with the modifications.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is going to go poorly, but here we go. Or not.
Damn.
okay, yeah. You are able, like, it's like nothing really changed at all, even though it's like your car has never run better, and so you get to the destination in no time. Traffic's not a problem. You know, you just weave in and out. You've never gone
I just
faster.
used some of the new levers to make the car really thin. We slide through traffic and then go. And then
Basically,
Nice.
Men in
Style.
Black car.
Things get uncomfortably cramped inside the car, you know, a little bit.
Oh,
Hey,
I can see the valves he used. All right, okay. Well, this isn't actually that too unfamiliar. I've got this. Renew. And we are
maybe after
gone.
This, we should open the garage or something.
We don't do any of this story. We just open up a garage.
Well,
I mean, we don't really need to.
It's
We've
called
got,
Pimp
we've
My
got
Ride.
a couple months at end, to be honest. So it's like, do we really need to?
Clearly, we have the skill right here, so less risk, I think. Possibility.
So, yeah, I guess I pull up to, unless there's any complications, I pull up to the building and I just do a couple of like very lazy circle arounds.
Okay, no complications. The building, it's kind of like there's not really much around it. The building actually looks finished, like it's, you know, the facade's done and everything. There's no exposed construction. It's very plain though. You look around, it's straight up. It's maybe it's about 5 stories tall. Very nondescript. There's some windows. Can't really see in because of the reflection or anything. The main entrance, it's glass doors and glass. You can see that it looks like a reception area, but there's, aside from a desk, there's nothing in there.
This is his house or his business?
I was going to ask, did anyone give a floor you're supposed to be looking for, or did we just get the building?
You would have just gotten the building address, because he did send somebody to check it out, and that person just kind of, so he hasn't gotten any other info aside from that address, and he got it because like it was somebody was seen walking in wearing a top hat. They weren't wearing like a tuxedo or anything, but it was suspicious enough where they're like, hey, something's not right here.
Is there a terminal here?
Yeah, never mind. I was gonna ask that. I was like, what are we gonna do?
A like a parking space, you mean, or what kind of terminal are you?
As in, for instance, if we had a net runner.
Only the
they-
net only the network can scan, and I think they
Can
have.
do this.
I don't remember if you have to be inside the building or not. Actually,
Oh, we're not in the building yet?
The
Okay, sorry.
We're just
location
doing lazy circles, in unsuspicious circles around the block.
it is find out the meet space location of systems in the area, so I don't have to be
okay.
hacked in. I have to use to search the building for systems to hack. So I don't think I have to be inside of it, but I think I have to like be close to the building at least.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming on one of your pass-bys, you're driving close enough to the building that you can scan it. There's only one point of one terminal within the building, and you can tell it's up a couple of floors. I don't know how specific scanning gets, but you
I
know
have
the
to
general.
roll a interface.
Right.
I think.
Okay.
To get the most information. Well, that's not great.
Yeah, you can tell it's on the second floor, but that's about it.
All right, we need to find the reason to be on the second floor, and then I can get you more information.
All right.
Are we out of the car?
That's up to you. Have you parked in?
Okay. We haven't stopped. Okay.
We're just
No one's told me to stop driving, so I've just sort of been going.
You need to get on the second floor. I can get you in there. I pull the old, hey, I'm here on service business routine all the time. You'd be surprised the places they let you in. If you like, just put on a hazmat suit and look panicked. They won't ask too many questions.
Do you have a hazmat suit?
You betcha!
Why am I not surprised?
Does one of these buttons make this thing big enough to change in, or are we going to need to pull off to the side?
What do you mean change?
I mean, alright, it's fine. I don't know.
I'm asking you a genuine question. What do you mean? What are you asking me? I don't understand the
just whether
question.
there's the hazmat
Zim
suit.
throws himself out of the car.
Tuck and roll.
Abandoned ship. I mean, if Taki wants to get into the suit, I don't know how much of that gear is going to fit under it.
I think we should just walk in through the front door.
I like
I'm
that.
a child. No one questions a lost child. Alright, I'm gonna park and... Can you pull out the meter again? I don't really want to pay for parking.
What, this thing?
You will notice that there are no pay parking terminals anywhere around. It's just not
City
even
with no paid parking terminals? What is this?
Just this area. You would all without even a roll, you would all know this is a weird spot. Nothing about this area is normal.
So clearly
Normal for Night City.
The serial killer had a problem with parking mates.
I mean, but same though. Right. I don't want to be agreeing with the serial killer, but you know. Anyways, everyone out of my car, please. Get out.
Yeah, all right. Say, you got a toolbox in the back of this thing?
Do you got a toolbox under that gut of yours?
I am a kind of walking toolbox. I just mean a toolbox is kind of useful for you to hide guns and things.
Can you just put that in your jacket?
Not for me. I can hide my own guns. I mean, don't any of y'all have guns?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm taken care of. Don't worry about me.
Zim pushes back his jacket to show his heavy
Bulging
pistol and
knuckles.
shotgun.
His bulging knuckles. What color are your knuckles?
They're bulging. Yeah, he'll be like, don't worry, don't think I've got any issue with guns. Or these bad boys. He shows his big nuts.
mean, hiding them. Let's just suppose that we walk in through that building and they're like, yeah, sure, you can come and work on the second floor. Just walk through this here gun scanner. Now, a gun in a toolbox full of metallic tools, that ain't gonna set off an alarm. But your pretty self walking through,
Is there like a generator or anything around?
Not that you can see from the outside.
Okay.
Well, why don't we just persuade them there to safeguard the tools? Make sure no one steals them.
I will note
This is
that
clearly not a good part of town.
I will note that when you were driving by, you didn't see anyone in the lobby area.
Oh, I was walking.
oh, there she goes.
We're like, guys, there's gonna be like so many people. We haven't even looked inside.
Mock just like leans behind, like it's just three giant meaty shadows, and then this tiny child goes, all right, I'm just gonna. And just goes.
So as you all step inside, it's just quiet. No sound whatsoever. The place looks immaculate. Like there's no dust or anything, but the lobby is laid. It's laid out kind of like a normal lobby. It's kind of like a T shape where you walk in and it's the kind of the top of the T, and there's the reception desk over here. There's nothing on it. There isn't even a chair behind it. And going back, you see the only thing going back is one elevator. It's kind of on the right side, and there's only one button next to the elevator.
There's no cameras or anything?
Doesn't look to be, no.
I would like to be stealthy. May I roll a stealth?
You may roll a stealth, and if anyone wants to do a more close search for cameras, I believe there is a perception skill.
I'm gonna go look for a desk and a bell.
There is no bell on the
Critical
desk.
success.
Okay.
Perception.
You can see that there's a spot that looks a little bit off, like there might be a camera kind of pretty much aimed directly at the door at the end of the short hallway. You're pretty sure there's a camera in there.
Okay, I'd like to get in its blind spot, and if I can, reach up and like unhook it, and then cut the cable.
Okay, let's see. Roll me. Let's see what kind of.
Cybertech.
Definitely. Yeah, let's go with the cybertech.
Yes.
I'm playing very loose with the rules, by the way.
24.
Okay, yeah. So you are able to, find where the panel comes out. You pop that off, and you disconnect the camera. Camera's not a problem anymore.
Looks like we don't have to be worried about being stealthy.
Well, that seems good.
Still, always good to tread lightly.
I would
For
like
sure.
to push the desk 1 inch over to the left.
A mild inconvenience, no!
With
Activates the trapdoor.
a slight scraping, it moves. It's not a heavy desk.
Right, that's it.
Right, so I presume the elevator. Unless you can throw me through the ceiling.
I could drive.
You notice there are no. I mean, with your perception rolls, there are no. There doesn't look like there are any panels that can be, gone through in the ceiling.
I get my shotgun now. There will be no.
Heft the desk.
Oh god, they're just gonna destroy the building.
Well,
I
Um,
mean, if we just destroy the building, and that sort of, it covers a problem as long as the guy's in here. If not, then, that's a problem. But it's probably fine.
What do we have in this here room?
It's a table and an elevator and one button, and that's it.
And a disabled camera.
Is there really one button, I ask you, as I go to town on the panel with a screwdriver, take it apart?
I think we want the button. I think
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we just make sure you remember which button you? No.
What do we got back here?
A bunch of wires pointing to one fucking
I'm
button.
not asking you, I'm asking the machine. It talks to you if you listen.
You could make
I
a
think
basic.
it's
not hacked
screaming
into
help. I think it's just screaming for help.
No, it's saying help me, modify me, make me better than I was. That's what it's saying.
Well, can we modify it on the second floor, please?
Yes.
Perfect.
Is anyone going to press the button?
Mark will.
Is there still a button to press?
Yeah.
I mean, the panel's been pried off, but the button's still connected. As soon as you press the button, you hear the ding, and the doors open. Very, very faint elevator music playing from inside.
See, you didn't need to take the panel apart.
What's all this talk about need?
Just get inside.
I mean, you don't need to breathe, but you do.
Yeah, and you don't need to live.
Can I check it for traps? Perception.
Sure, you
Indeed.
can. Yeah, you can do that.
This looks fine to me.
Yep, looks totally fine.
I board the elevator.
I get on the elevator.
Are there
Or
rails?
lift, as they would call it.
Yeah, there's that standard rail that goes around.
I will clutch it desperately because I have no
Can I
idea what
remove
Chuckles
a
has done.
section and save that for later?
And you notice there are only 2 buttons in the elevator, an up and a down.
I press down.
I press up.
Nothing.
Later.
Nothing happens on the down when you press up. I'm assuming everyone's inside the elevator now.
Can I try and get up on the escape hatch?
Surprisingly, there's no escape hatch.
Oh, good.
You said the design of this place, everything about the design of this place is just saying something is wrong with this place. Like, who does this stuff? It's not up to code or anything, but when the up arrow is pressed, elevator goes up. Doesn't take long, and another ding, doors open. You know, the 2 on the display in the elevator, and you're on the 2nd floor.
Right. Can I use the scanner ability again?
Okay. Make an easy roll.
Now that we're inside, I did even worse.
You still know it's on the 2nd floor, but again, you're not sure where.
So
exactly.
we're looking for a sort of terminal that I can. I don't know where it is. This place is weird. So if we could fan out.
Split up, gang.
I'm pretty good at spreading out.
Oh,
I let my gut relax a little.
I'm going with Zim.
Mark has a very, very, very recent flashback to being in the car.
You two
As-
seem like you have the good chemistry, so just, you know.
Oh,
And as you all step out of the elevator, you notice that very bare bones layout of this area. Again, it's you step out and there's the elevator lobby area, and there's just one hallway that goes down to your right, and there are a couple of doors on the left side and a couple of doors on the right side. All of them are open, so you can walk by and look in if you so choose.
I have cyber optics. It says images can be recorded on the built-in chip and downloaded. Does it have night vision at all? Are the lights on?
The lights are on. Everything's
Okay.
brightly lit. It's
Right.
your standard halogen lights in the ceiling.
Got you. Feels like a hospital waiting room. Got it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you said they were on the left and on the right?
Yep, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. All the doors are open.
You want to take right?
You can do that.
I guess I'm with that one. Alright. Cool, we'll take left then.
I'll go left.
Woohoo.
The enthusiasm. So as you walk by and you look in the rooms, you notice that 3 of the rooms are empty. There's a window on the far side of the wall, but there's nothing in there, not even cubicle walls or anything. The furthest room down on the right, however, looks like a conference room. There's the long table in the middle with say like 3 chairs on either side and then 2 chairs on the ends. There's a large vid screen on the wall and another door directly across from the open door that you are looking through. That door is closed, so you can't see what's through there, and a window on the wall kind of to the left if you're looking in. And you would also see a terminal on the right wall.
Hey, terminal.
And
Hope you get
Taki walks up to it and drops their coat kind of around their shoulders and shrugs it off and says, "It is cold in here," as they lean back into it and attempt to jack in.
Jack in. I'm checking in.
Before we get to that, real quick, is everyone else walking into the room.
That sounds suspicious.
I think I was going into the left, wasn't I?
Yeah, well, we
I mean,
were
are
going.
Yeah, you guys are looking at the left.
Like, are you actually going into the rooms, or are you?
Oh, if
'Cause, I
there's
mean,
a
like I
door
said-
in my way, it won't be there for long.
The doors are all open in
Great.
that hallway. But there's, like I said, all but that one room that Taki went into are bare. There's nothing in it.
Would we
Then I-
have circled back to their room by the time you jack in? You think?
I mean, it wouldn't take you very long to see that there's nothing of interest in the rooms. So I would say that you would all be able to look and get to the room that Taki's in, you know, as she's kind of getting ready to jack in.
Mock is using Chuckles as a meat shield. Not necessarily out of necessity, but just because she's small, they large.
Fair enough.
Zim will definitely be in there. He'll be looking at the vid thing.
Okay.
See if anything was playing.
All right. So Taki, if you want to jack in.
After all, anything for that, or does it just happen?
I think it just takes an action to jack in.
Yeah, it says it takes an action to jack in and jack out, but it doesn't say if there's anything I need to roll. Or...
Is there anything on your actions thing? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah.
And since we're not in any initiative order, I'll let you get in there and just kind of take the first action, because I think in here it says it's basically like you're riding a virtual elevator.
Mhm.
So I'll, if you want to go to the first floor and see what's in there, I'll let you do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so as these virtual doors open, all you see in here is you see a file just there for the taking.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. Is it password protected?
Not password protected. Yeah, it's not password protected. It's a file. It's a good size. You can tell just from like a cursory scan of it that it's a large file.
A large file.
The chonker.
Don't know that this important information would be on the first floor. But I will try it anyway. Let me see what's in this file.
Okay. You can see that the file is heavily encrypted. You're pretty confident you can break it, but you're not sure that this is the time or place to do that.
Right. May I use Pathfinder to look at the next floor?
You may as well do that.
Right. It's interface plus 1d10. Very bad at my job.
Let's see. On that, you can tell. You can tell that it goes further. You're just not sure how many more floors.
Wonderful. Alright. Can I just go in blindly?
You can if you want.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. So on the next floor, you find that there is this floor is password protected.
Alright, let's try to backdoor this with another interface. Can't wait. Alright.
That password is now just no problem. It's password. You just,
Aha.
the easiest thing. And you can see in here it's a code. It's a numerical code.
All right.
What is this code?
I didn't actually come up with it. It's
Very long.
yeah. It's about 5 digits long.
Well, since
It's-
the password was password, I take it it's 555555.
One, two, three, four,
the
five.
actual code is not it's not as easy. It's random numbers.
What's the hash? What's the hash function?
Alright, I will commit this to memory.
Yeah, I mean you can make a note of it easily because it's 5 digits, so it's not hard to make a note of it. You can send it to your agent.
Alright, I'll do this, and this means nothing to me, so I will try to go another step.
Yeah, so you go down one more floor. You're going down another floor, or do you want to like kind of scan again? Try to.
I think I will try to scan the next floor to see if I can. No, I don't know. It's blind running for me. I like surprises a lot.
Okay.
I deal
so-
with them very well, but I like surprises.
So you go down one more floor, and this floor is also password protected.
Oh god damn. Alright, I will try to crack this one. Probably not very good.
Unfortunately, that is not quite high enough. Let's see. If you would like to stay in there, we'll just kind of pull back to meet space, where the rest of you are the rest of you just kind of poking around the room. I know Zim said that he is kind of looking at the vid screen.
I'm under the table. I don't know what that is, what's under there, but I went under the table.
If anyone would like to make a perception roll, please do.
Yeah, I want to perceive.
Okay, quick question, John. What's the difference between perception and human perception?
Human perception is like if you're in a conversation and you're trying. It's basically what an insight roll would be in D&D.
Okay. And a boop.
I poke myself in the eye with a screwdriver.
Subtract 10 from the roll. You got a -1.
Okay, so yeah, as Zim is
shit,
okay.
Ow. Fuck.
Chuckles and Mock, you would both notice that there is directly above the table, there is a vent, like an air duct vent, and next to the door that's closed in the room, there's what looks like a sliding panel next to the door.
No.
And you can go back to Taki, and do you want to go down to the next floor? Or no, you're still on the floor. Do you want
I tried to password it, and no good. So can I ID it?
Yes.
All right. So that's another interface. The 13.
That will pass because it's just, of course, I again forgot everything within like the last hour.
So I roll to know what its value is. It can tell me if it's like a dummy file or something like that.
It's definitely not a dummy file. It almost looks like it might be. It has to do with the building. You're not sure. It almost looks like a blueprint kind of thing. That is what your best guess would be as to what it is.
Can I try the number code I just learned as the password?
The number code does not work.
Damn it. Well, unfortunately, I don't know how to get into it, so I will keep going to the next level if there is one.
Okay,
Are we trying to get
this
in that
is-
panel or?
Well, this is actually the last floor in the last level. So if you want to jack out, there's nothing outside of this floor. There's nothing else.
Space. I get it.
All right. So can I go back to floor 1 and just try one time to hack into that file?
Well, you have the file. Like you can download the file to
So I got.
decrypt it.
Okay, so I got the second floor's file, not the third floor, and the first floor I can download, essentially.
Yes, I figured that when you checked out the file, you had that opportunity to download it. Like you know, in that whole check, you know that there's no virus, nothing that's gonna fry your cyber your pack. I think my brain is fried.
The junk I have in my trunk.
Yeah.
Interface.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. But yeah, you're able to download that, no problem. Like I said, it's you feel pretty confident that you can decrypt it. It's just going to take a little bit of time, so you're just not sure that you can start. You can start on the process now and let it run. It'll probably be it'll be done in a while, but it is going to take time.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start that, and I can kind of put myself in the meat space while that's downloading, right? I just have to stay connected.
Yeah.
All right, team. Awesome. I found 3 files. There is one I'm downloading now. There is a code that is 55555, and there is a one I could not get the password to. Something possibly blueprintish.
I found the panel.
Hey, there's an air vent.
I found porn. I'm kidding.
Large knuckles.
Did I ever figure out if anything was playing?
Large knuckles.
Did I ever find out if anything was on the vid screen?
The vid screen is just a vid screen that is currently off. However, as you're all talking, security panels slam shut in front of the door, like where you entered, in front of the window, and the door that nothing comes down in front of the door that you're in, but you can tell that with those perception checks, the door is heavily reinforced. And a moment after they come down, the vid screen turns on, and you're pretty sure this is the Dapper gent. He's wearing a tuxedo. He's seated in this very fancy, like Elizabethan almost chair. He's got a top hat. He is wearing the signature mask, but it doesn't look like a mask. It looks like it's his face. He has a cane. He's very relaxed and everything. And when he speaks, you're not sure if it's a filter like through the TV or if it's how he has his voice tuned. It sounds young and old, male, female. It's like a chorus of voices talking at the same time, which makes it impossible to really identify. And he just looks. You can see movement in the eyes, but they're not like he is so. You can tell he is cybered up. Like there may not be much meat left on this guy, at least not on his head. And he leans forward and just says, "Welcome."
Can I hack his voice?
Through the TV, I want to say no.
Because there is a control that makes me I can control things attached to the system like cameras, vehicles, robots, and remotes. It's an opposed roll, I believe, against the other net runner or person controlling them.
I mean, you can hack the TV to see if the filter is through there, but he himself is not physically connected to the network.
I wanted to give him a baby voice.
There's a baby voice in there. It's
just one baby voice.
Just the baby voice. It gives us much confidence.
I trust that baby.
I could kill that baby.
I'm sorry, John.
Hey, I know what I'm getting into when I get on this channel. So he leans forward on the cane, and he just says, "I see they've sent a team this time. Very good. Welcome to my home. I trust you'll be entertained, and I hope you will entertain me. You'll find that there there are some traps and some troops in here. See if you can make it through, or if you'd like to join my team, I have positions open.
You got a spot right behind your back? Like someone to watch your back? I'll take that one.
He chuckles and says, I have that covered, but more hands could help.
Well, what are the benefits? What does it pay like?
Well, I won't kill you, for one, and take the money off.
Come
of
on,
every
something
fool
you
that
can
comes
actually
in.
back up, please. Come on.
I am someone who kills people. We don't have much of a benefits package here.
Fair.
So no dental then.
Health insurance.
Do you rob people when you kill them? Because otherwise, I'm not sure how you're getting your money. Unless you're a hitman.
I mean,
in which
clearly
case...
this place isn't that built that well. Like, it's not even up to standard. You couldn't even hire good builders.
Wow, we're really gonna annoy the big bad to death, aren't we?
It's usually the way.
Place is built exactly the way I wanted it.
Why though? Literally nothing here. You can't even get. There's not even any parking meters outside. You could make money off of that, but you don't.
I personally have no need for money.
Now that's something I don't trust.
Right,
There's
you have all
always use for
these
money.
cyberkinetic parts. You must need the money for them.
Oh, these were all given to me.
Willingly, or was it sort of a butcher and so on the parts of the dead people you thought you could use?
Well, perhaps you'll find out.
Maybe we should bet to see if we can make it to you.
I'd rather not do that, but I don't think I can legally do that. Like, legally.
Yeah, you can legally drive, you can legally bet.
I don't think that's how it works, but
It's alright, I'll put one on for you.
okay, cool.
Well-
So, this is all about the money for me, so if I can get more money out of it. But your pay does not sound very structured, so I don't think I can accept this job offer.
That's fair. Well, you all have fun, and I'm sure if you manage to make it here and kill me, that price on my head must be quite substantial by now. But
Well, we'll know when we get the full amount.
you will indeed, if you get the full amount. And the vid screen turns off.
So, we gonna go kill him?
Hold on, I'm almost done here.
We all just sit there like playing cards while Starkey finishes downloading. Wow, the bandwidth is slow in this place.
I mean, you could
I don't need no money.
I did forget to mention there is another panel on the wall with the window,
Shit.
kind of like between the window and the
And the
far
wall?
Yeah, it's like not like an
Till the
electrical
sweat
panel
drips
kind
down
of
my
thing.
big knucks.
All right, I'm coming for
I'm
this.
so sorry, the captions. Oh my god. Oh no, don't have baby, no. Ugh. Alright.
I'm a big nuts.
I did not account for captions.
No one accounts for captions.
True, it's true.
So is the panel on the wall, is it visible, like other things that you can
The one next to the
tap
window.
on? Yes, between
Yes.
the window and the big nuts.
Yep, it looks like a fairly standard electrical panel.
Okay. I'll open it up.
Okay. Inside it doesn't look. It's not so much a fuse box. But like it's kind of a fuse box, but it's weird. Like it's set up. It almost like it's. There's like wires kind of in a pattern that anyone who's familiar with wiring would be completely unfamiliar with.
Right.
There's
Is there a way? Yeah, I'm just gonna stick my hand in it and pull it out. Just grab all the cables, wrench.
Okay, a lot of sparks. Nothing happens aside from that, though.
Sorry, I really thought that was gonna get the shutters. Well, I'll just kind of.
Someone
drop
stand on the
the
table
cables.
and unscrew that air vent, and if you toss me up in there, I could probably get around.
I'm not gonna unscrew it, but I'll throw you through. Whoop 'em!
I don't. I just clomp and I fall on the table.
Just hits the air vent and comes straight back down.
Nah, it can't be that hard, surely.
Is that what we're doing, or we're just throwing Mock against the vent?
Well, can I try
I
and
can
break the
unscrew the
vent
vent,
with
I
Mark?
can-
Can I do that?
I do have heavy armor, apparently.
I mean,
Right?
I won't make you take any damage. But if this is what you're doing, anyone who wants to roll a perception check may do so.
Sure.
Can I roll brawling for this? I really just want to roll it. I want to see how well it goes.
Go for it. Go for it.
So,
I'm
Oh, it does
fixating
not
on
go
these
well.
Sweaty knuckles.
Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna die.
I'll roll.
Okay, so does anyone else want to roll perception, or?
I'm getting yeeted currently. Can I
That's-
roll perception?
If
I
it
mean, if you-
wasn't
if you want.
vision based, like if it was
It's-
hearing based.
It's hearing based.
yeah, I got a 21.
I got a 20.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
apparently really good at things.
Nice.
I'm not.
So Zim and Mock, you both hear what sounds like a kind of a rattling sound, like when Mock hits the vent. It almost sounds like metal balls kind of like bouncing in there, like they got popped up and landed back on the inside vent.
Like, could we on our rolls? Could we determine the size? Were they like ball bearing sized, or?
They sound not heavy, but definitely not ball bearing size. You wouldn't like maybe not like a maybe about like a pound, 2 pounds, something like that.
Oh, big balls.
So now we have the big balls and the big nuts.
The big nucks.
I'm gonna take off my jacket and I'm gonna get. So did Mark just come straight back down?
I think I'm lying face first on the table now.
All right.
Sorry, good.
I'll like pick her up, gonna brush her off. Like
Okay,
hold
well-
this.
Okay, I mean, there's something up there.
I know. I
beyond my
know. I
dignity.
want you to catch him. I want you to catch him.
all right.
So-
Sure. Ow,
Like,
God.
I give it to her to hold as if it's gonna catch the balls, and then I'll unscrew the vent. So when they fall, they'll fall into the jacket.
Okay.
And I'm right next to Max, so if we take damage, I take damage too.
No
I've
damage.
got heavy armor. I'll be fine.
These large, like almost softball-sized metal spheres roll out. There's about 6 of them.
Right, do they look like bombs?
There's a pattern to them, but you're not really. You're not sure. They could be explosives, but they're not. They seem pretty solid. There's no display on them or anything. They're just kind of metal spheres.
All right. I caught them. I think. Is that the last of them?
I'll have a look inside the vent.
Yeah, all of the spheres. It's clear in there, and it's a pretty large vent. It looks larger than usual for some reason.
Okay. I think I'll like gently put the balls down in the jacket on the floor. Can I tell what they are at all?
Roll. Let's see. Of course, everything I look at is so I'll just look at one of the sheets. Let's say a cyber tech roll.
Okay. Critical success.
Ooh.
Critical
Right.
success.
On that, you can tell that these are small machines. Actually, they're designed to kind of curl in and just become this perfectly round sphere. But you're kind of like tracing the lines. You can see like, okay, this is where like the legs kind of pop out. This is where like the optical sensor pops out. Then there's another section kind of like behind the optical sensor that looks like something else. You're not like it could be fitted with something on there. And as you're checking them, you actually hear them kind of whir up, and they all start to activate, and legs pop out where you're expecting. The optical sensor pops up, and out of the back pops out what looks like a small, like it kind of sparks, and you can tell that with that roll, you can tell that it's a stun rod, not like a stun gun, like a taser.
I shoot them.
Well, this is going to be a initiative for
Yeah.
everyone. I'm assuming you dropped the one that you were inspecting. I will let you.
It depends on it. Like,
I will let you throw it as a free action before rolling initiative.
Sure. We all rolling initiative.
Well, I think there's actually there is a throw attack. Since it's so small, I mean, normally you do it from a grapple, but since it's so small, it's literally in the palm of your hand.
Quite cool.
God, there's so many buttons.
Critical failure.
Where
Where's
exactly
So
is
5. Initiative is in actions, and then it's one. So look where luck spent is, and then go straight down.
Oh, okay.
Initiative should be there.
I found it. No.
I got the 12.
Same.
Get this bang ring around the laptop.
How many tabs you got open?
Not that many.
God, that's such an evil smile.
Okay, so I'll let Mock and Chuckles kind of determine who wants to go first with the tie roll.
You're the fast one.
Yeah, I technically have a 10 bonus to this, so I just rolled like shit.
Okay, so and when Zim throws the one that he was holding, it just kind of flips around and lands on its legs, takes no damage. So first order is Taki.
Does it take any sort of action to continue to download this file?
No, you can. I'll say it's been down at this by now. It's downloaded. You can, and I'll even let you have kind of jacked out in that time too. Like once it was done, like I'll let you just have automatically done that. You can take your first attack action or whatever you want to do.
What is this suppressive fire?
I believe that's with automatic weapons. That is assault rifles. Assault rifles and SMGs are capable of using it.
All right.
So-
Well, I'm going to try to shoot it with my pistol.
Okay.
That is my attack roll.
That is gonna hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
All right.
Heck.
Okay.
I have a fear.
One of them, a large hole appears and it sparks and collapses. It is not moving.
One down, about 40 to go, you think? It's not 40.
5.
40. All right. I think that's all I do.
Okay. Next up, Mock, if you want to go.
So quick question. What are rippers?
Rippers, it's basically claws.
That's what
But
I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's currently under marksmanship, but I figured it should be under melee.
Yeah, that should be melee.
All right. Well, cool. From the table, I just 2 Wolverine claws pop out from my gauntlets, and I just go to town on shred one.
Okay, yeah. Roll a melee attack.
don't know if I'm any. Wait, so it's melee weapon, or is it with the... Okay, Ripper's attack.
Yep.
Does a 22 hit?
22 does hit. Roll damage.
10 damage?
We're good at killing things.
You shred these. You shred that thing. I mean, they're small metal drones. There's not much to them. So yeah, that is 2 down. This one has large gouges in it. And next up is Chuckles.
Well, now, tell me this. Can I dual wield?
I don't think there's a rule for it in the Jumpstart, but you know what? Go for it.
Because, I got 2 hands, and I got 2 guns. So I'm gonna draw with my right hand, but out of my chest is gonna pop an SMG. You like McDonald's? It's a Big Mac. And out of the side, we've got a heavy pistol here. Let's go! Double boil!
Wait, would that mean I get double with my Rippers too?
I mean, they don't say anything about dual wielding. You know what? Just for the sake of keeping everyone on a level playing field, Scrat, let's just have you roll with 1 gun.
I will take the pistol.
Okay.
But for effect, we can say I'm spraying everywhere.
On a 16, yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Kaplow!
Another one bites the dust. That's 3 down, 3 more to go, and we are on Zim.
Zim's actually going to pick one up. These things are only like this big, right?
Yeah, it's like the size of a softball.
He's gonna pick one up, grab it, and just like rip the zapper off.
Okay.
He's trying to like twist it off just the node so there's no longer a zapper element to it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. Give me a grapple roll.
Grapple. The heck is grapple? I have brawling.
It's because it's. Let me have it here. Of course, I look at all this stuff and I forget everything.
Grapple. I'm being blind.
Grab. It is Dex plus Brawling plus Dex plus either Brawling or Athletics plus D10. So between Brawling and Athletics, whichever is the higher one. There might. I want to say there's like a grab or grapple on the character sheet.
I can only see brawling.
Just let's just go with the Brawling then, because that's basically
12.
You're tugging at it, and you feel it give a little bit, but it's not quite coming off.
No worries. Oh fuck! I wanted to keep this. I know.
And now it is on to the metal balls. First, the one that's holding Zim is going to try to zap you. And you manage to pull your hand away just in time.
Nasty little bugger.
And then one of them is going to skitter over to Mock and I'm assuming a 5. If you want to, so you can roll to boys.
Okay.
You can, because they're contested rolls. So.
Okay, so what does armor do in this system?
Armor reduces damage.
Okay.
I believe it's your reflex stat that reflex or dex that sets like the difficulty for being
I
hit.
think evasion perhaps in
Yeah.
your actions under fighting skills under skill rolls.
Fighting skill, evade.
Evasion.
Ah, okay.
I think evasion helps because I mean on a 5 it's probably not going to hit anyway.
Yeah,
but
I rolled a 22. Apparently, I have really good reflexes, I think.
like a cat. And then the third one is going to skitter over to Chuckles. Because you are, because Taki's the furthest away, so it's going to go for the closest. And again, it sparks. You just move your foot back, and nothing. So back to Taki.
Right. I'm going to shoot another one, hopefully. Aha! Take this.
That one, this one, an even bigger hole just like bores right through it. And is there a particular one you were aiming at?
The one that tried to attack the little girl.
Okay, yeah. So that one just goes right through its side. It kind of tumbles a little bit, and it's completely still. Next is Mock.
Hey, I was going to get that one, and I'm going to jump down to the one in front of Chuckles, and just again like these claws just sort of out of my gauntlets, and I'm gonna just tear it apart.
Roll for it.
Well, it's a 13.
Why does it say 17?
17, subtract 4 from the roll, 13.
Right. That's great. That 17 is a critical failure. Weird system to me, right? Still, but so you swipe and it kind of rolls at like it tucks its legs in, rolls away, and the legs pop back out. And Chuckles.
All right, well, I see what Zim's up to over there, and I think that maybe I can help him out. I'm gonna reach on down and try and pick up this thing.
Okay, I mean it's roll brawling.
Yeah. There's a 14 catch.
Yeah, I'd say it almost gets away from you, but you're managed to grab it and pick it up.
I'll hand it over to Zim. Zim, here you go.
Zim, are you gonna take the second? Because I'm assuming you're still holding on to the other one. Do you just gonna hold on to two of them?
He holds on to two. I know what he's gonna do in the next one.
Well, I mean, it's your turn, so
he'll go and try and like bite off the
yes,
the zapper.
expose your saliva to electrics. That seems smart.
Listen. He's a fiddler of tech. It's not smart.
All right, go for it. Roll, I guess.
What would you like me to roll?
Roll to grab. Do another brawling roll, I guess.
It's really tough. Picturing like the popsicle stick that you had as a kid.
Then it is onto the spheres. So they're just gonna try to zap you again.
Go on, give us a zap.
8. Eight's probably gonna miss.
What is my? Does it even say my armor? Yes, 11. It misses.
I think you
The
roll.
armor.
No, you have to. It's your evasion.
Oh, evasion. Okay, sure. Not by much, but it misses.
I want to say I'll have to check after the combat, but I know there's a stat that determines like a difficulty value for it. But yeah, you know the one that you just had your mouth on, you suddenly you're like, hang on a second, you pull away just as it sparks up. And the other one. I want to roll another evasion.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, because you're holding both of them, so they're just
17.
Yeah, that one you kind of turn it so the spark just misses you, and back to Taki.
I will walk over to Zim and I will attempt to just snap this thing off.
You can't interface, but you can snap it.
See, that is how it is done. Maybe you use your hand and not your teeth.
It was whatever.
You find that a little finesse goes a long way with tearing these things out. So yeah, you tear it out, and you notice that as you tear it out, it actually deactivates. So you have the intact. You have the zapper. It has all the wiring and everything attached to it. Just the bot it was connected to is now disabled.
Chuckles, you think you can do something with this? Maybe if we make a very big bot out of all of them, we stick it on the tuxedo man?
Let's make one big zappy.
One large lumbering ball of robot with a tiny little zapper. Not compensating.
Terrifying, not effective.
And on to Mock.
I'm gonna go up to the second one that Zim's holding and go, you know, they're kind of cute. And then I'm gonna put my hand up to it and activate my claws and just spear it.
Go for it. Roll a brawl and.
Would it
I
be,
gotta
or
pay
would it
this.
be my rippers? Would that attack with my
Or,
rippers?
yeah. With your, I'm sorry. Yeah, rippers.
20.
Yeah, you just the rippers go in. It sparks a little bit, and the legs go limp.
Same as the
And-
hands. It's all in the hands.
Listen, all right? He doesn't say anything else.
And that is the end of combat. Yeah, what would you all like to do at this point? The panel next to the window is, you can tell that there's no salvaging that, so the window is out. The vent. I assume, did you put it back up or did you leave it just kind of hanging?
I left it hanging.
Okay, so yeah, the vent's hanging open. The ceiling's not so high. I mean, Mach might need a boost, but the rest of you can probably get up to the vent if you chose to do so. Or there's also the panel next to the door on the that you did not come through.
Chuckles, I'm really regretting asking this already, but can you just throw me up into the vent again?
Yep. Yeet.
None of you taking these little robots, because if not, then I will just start putting their pieces.
I'm putting the robots in my pockets.
I would, well, I mean,
I'll split them with you.
if they're not all gone by the time I finish yeeting Mark, I'd like some.
I'll divvy them out to everyone. You get a mini robot. You get a mini robot.
So I'd say it's easy enough to get Mach up there. She's small enough and you're large enough, Chuckles, that and the
And we
ceiling's
already
low.
practiced this, so...
Yeah, yep. So you get up into the vent, and you can tell just being in there, it's very wide and very tall compared to what vents usually are. You're thinking that maybe the others could fit in here. I mean, if you want to roll, let's see. If you want to make just like a general perception roll, you can determine if the larger of your team could fit there.
23?
Yeah, everyone will be able to fit in here actually pretty well. It's surprisingly wide up here.
I poke my head down. Hey, are you done cleaning up the garbage? Because I think a bunch of the lot of you could fit up here really nice. I'm gonna go without you if you don't. And I just go back.
Taki will go ahead and Chuckles, you can yeet me too, or
I think you're all tall enough. I don't think anyone else needs to get thrown up here.
alright. And Taki will pull themselves up.
And if anyone's gonna throw anyone, don't have Chuckles do it. I still got bruises from it.
Well, this is always an excuse to cyber over them. Oh no, I damaged my flesh. I need more.
I'm kind of already. I've got enough of that already. I really don't want any others.
Ah, but if you add cybernetics, you know.
I've
well,
already got a bunch of cybernetics. I'm kind of good.
I can hear you up there. I happen to specialize in cybernetics. If you want some body work done, I can get that done for you.
Why does this feel vaguely inappropriate?
Zim will say to Chuckles, beauty first.
Then
well-
are you sure you want to be behind that?
Zim, as much as I appreciate that, I think that I may struggle to fit through there no matter how wide they say it is. So,
It's pretty wide, Chuckles.
well, I mean, all right. If we both get stuck, then that's up to you.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna still, even though like you say I'm tall enough, I'm gonna put the table in front of it anyway, and like use that to make the climb a little easier.
Oh, the vent was actually directly above the table.
Above the
So you don't
table.
even need to.
Yeah, that's why when I hit it, I landed face down on the table.
Oh, I was thinking there was some lateral movement going on. Yep. All right. Well, I'll climb on up.
Give them a boost.
Wait. Thank you there. Steady.
Don't forget to close the
Sorry.
door. The vent door.
My, you've got big knucks.
That's what they said.
What big knucks you have?
The one big
This is
takeaway
feeling-
from this game.
Very inappropriate that I made a child character now. But I committed to this, so I'm going through with it.
So as you all enter the vent, I believe that would be a good time to take our break.
Fantastic. Great. Well, everyone, we're going to get up, we're going to stretch, we're going to grab drinks and bios and all that good stuff, and we recommend that you do the same. Perhaps you're sitting at home an awful lot these days. Well, taking a break every hour and a half or so is a great way to make sure that you stay limber. Maybe take some stretches or something. If you've been here since the beginning, we recommend this is a great time that you go and do the same as we do. So we will be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see you very soon. Welcome back, everyone. We hope you had a fantastic break. We certainly did. Join us as we return. I hand back over to John.
Okay, so when we left off before our break, everyone had gotten into the oddly large air duct. So, what are you doing? It's pretty much from where you are now. It looks like it goes straight, and then it branches off into there's like a section. It looks like maybe a section kind of splits off to the right, further down.
All right, well, we know we don't want to go left because it's just going to be more ductwork over the rooms we're in.
Two lefts don't make a right.
Taki, when you were interfacing, did you pick up any idea of what the building looks like, or where we're supposed to be going next?
Oh,
In terms of finding this guy?
I did find the blueprint to the building, but I couldn't get into it. Very high security. Not because I was distracted by big knuckles over there. Very high security. All I have is a code. If you can make sense of it.
I'm not really a tech person. I just sort of drive and get into places no one else can. I'm just going to keep going down this way, though. If anyone sees anything that's about to kill me, let me know. And I'm just going to keep going down to the right.
Roll me a perception, please.
I can do that. Where is it? There it is. Open the door. That's a 30.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, were you? So you said you were going down to where it branches off to the right?
Yes, I want to go to the where it splits.
Okay. So as you're crawling along, you notice another vent. You know, roughly about you figure it's roughly about where the other side of the wall is on that room, and you kind of glance down and you notice you can see from there that in front of that door there are like two automated like sentry guns kind of aimed at each other directly on the other side of that door. So you managed to bypass that little fun time there.
All right, but no, I have an idea. If we dangle one of the little robots down in front of them and they shoot each other, it's a much faster way to get out.
I mean, we can just keep following the vent, right? Like, we don't need to interact with the guns. We're fine.
All right.
I mean, you could chuck a robot down there if you wanted, but it's not really gonna do anything, unless you wanted to watch the flashbang.
This way is fine. We can continue to go.
As you get to where it splits off, you see that it does continue forward for a ways. You can see there are other vents that can be opened both to the right, straight forward, and to the right. Your choice as to which direction you want to go.
Would I have to roll another perception check to like keep an eye out on the right, or?
I'll let this perception check stand for at least the next one, because it's not. It doesn't look like it goes on too much.
Okay. I'm just keeping an ear and an eye out for any movement, like any footsteps or anything humanoid footsteps. If I can keep an ear out for keeping an eye out for the things that I saw in the video, and then keeping an ear out for either the voices or any of the mechanical parts I saw on the guy, or any footsteps. That's mainly what I'm trying to track.
Okay. Which direction did you want to go? I'm sorry, did you tell me that?
I hadn't decided. I'm still at the fork. Did you want to turn right again, or did you want to keep going straight? Looking at everyone else behind me.
Well, have we gotten past the part where we think there were doors?
Oh yeah, we're way far from the room. Way far from the room we were in. So I kind of don't know where we are in the building, to be honest.
She wants to know which way we are going to go. Do you two know?
Do you want to go straight or right?
Left!
There is no left!
Straight is the left of the right.
I
so-
mean, all right. I'll keep going straight then.
Is that alright we use him?
Sorry, I was just distracted. Your shoes are just really nice. Where did you get them from?
I made them myself.
No way. I really appreciate someone who's handy. Straight. Yeah, straight's fine.
All right then. I feel distinctly more uncomfortable now, and I'm just gonna keep walking, keep going forward straight.
Okay. Yeah. As you get to that vent down there, you can hear you hear some faint, like almost like conversation. You can't really hear what's being said. It sounds muffled, like not even so much muffled as just from being bent down there, but like it's maybe through another wall, because it's kind of like loud conversation.
Ah, okay. Does the vent keep going straight? Or is
It
the
goes
end?
it goes straight for there, say like 20 meters, and there is another vent, like vent cover further down.
Alright,
But you can tell, I mean, looking down through this vent, it looks like that area is clear.
All right. I'm gonna keep going in the direction of the conversation.
Okay. So yeah, as you get there,
Wait,
roll another perception for that one.
Lucky. Wait. It's a 20.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's not really. It's not important conversation. It's a couple of guys just BSing. If you look down there, you can see that it looks like they're wearing top hats. But yeah, they're just talking about. They're taking bets basically to see if you guys survive the room that you were just in. Which the guy on the left, whose name you hear is Teddy, obviously he lost that bet. They just don't know it yet.
I kind of put my finger up and I look back at the others. They're placing bets on us if we survived or not. There's a bunch of guys in top hats down there.
I can only. They're placing bets to see if we're surviving or not. It's men in top hats.
I shoot them. No.
But,
I don't.
which I think would be very funny. But maybe
Well, hang
not.
on a minute. They're betting. That means they got money, right?
Aye.
Good
Let's
point.
mug them.
I mean, we can. I think, you're slightly more terrifying than I am, so you might want to just go down there yourself.
I'll
Yep.
sneak down. Don't you worry.
Oh
Well,
boy.
Is there a way to get back up? Though that is my question.
Yeah, that's I mean, they can always throw you back up, I suppose.
Yeah, hold on to my roll of carbon fiber flex tape.
You like unroll, like
yo out.
Mission Impossible down.
I don't exactly want to be thrown back up into the vent, so I'm just gonna stay here. Y'all can go down and mug them if you want. I'll hang on to the rope.
You want to shoot them from up here?
I mean, I'll shoot them if it gets messy. I've got a gun on me already.
All right. So we will stay up here. Zim, you going down or are you staying up here?
Oh yeah. Tag team, let's do it.
Right, you two, have fun.
I
Do
would
you-
like
I will-
to glide down on my carbon fiber thing as though I am on silks.
Roll me
Ariel silk down.
Yeah, roll.
Sounds
roll.
like I did not. How do I even?
You know what? Give me an athletics roll first.
Athletics are all
Let's
first.
do it.
Okay. I'm still figuring out what this character's actually good at. Like
Ariel
nothing,
Silks.
it seems. That's a 12.
Yeah, you make some noise. This is not graceful. They're close enough that they hear, and they just kind of turn around. They're very surprised.
I jumped down after.
Okay. They reach for their weapons, and if everyone could roll initiative.
Sure.
Really hope I get to go first and just shoot one right in the head. Start this off right.
So, like, how do you tell what you're good at? I see you guys rolling 20s on things. What are you rolling? Like, you've got a +9. How do I see that?
So I'm assuming,
If
based
you're
on the system, every skill is a combination of 2 of your attributes and then a D10 roll.
Mm. So I think it's one attribute, It's a D10, your attribute, and then it adds the modifier of your skill, right?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So it's your attribute, your whatever your, yeah, the base attribute plus your skill bonus plus a D10.
Yeah. So, like, if you have any...
But I have no clue which attributes go with which skills.
No, me neither.
So I think, like, a tech would be added to basic tech, or I think it's technique rolls.
Like
Awareness would probably be, like
looking at your
reflex.
like looking at your character sheet, Scrat. Like your character's good at, right? Like you got 5s in like bribery and conversation, concentration.
I found a 9.
Ooh.
A 9.
Local expert.
So yeah, these guys rolled a 1 on their initiative. So first up, I believe, is Taki.
I am ready to shoot one in the head. There we go.
Okay, you're going for a headshot?
I'm going
Because
to...
because headshots have I believe it's a -6.
Oof.
Ooh. Go on, Tommy, do it.
Yeah, aiming for the head. By taking a -6 penalty to your check, you may aim for the head. If you hit, damage that gets through the defender's armor is doubled.
Ooh.
All right. Tell me how this luck thing works. Just out of curiosity, in case I don't hit.
I don't. That is a very good question.
I assume it's kind of like Cthulhu, where you can use your luck to
I think it
don't-
is.
build up your roll.
Can play it like Cthulhu for now.
Yeah,
and
do
just
it.
call it. I'm okay. I'm on board with that. Let's just play it like Cthulhu.
All right, I'm going to try to shoot the one in the head that bet against us, of course. All right, was the -6. That is still a 16.
That probably gets through.
Taki is ready to defend our ability to get through all of these stupid traps.
Oh yeah, so
Man in top hat.
so their armor is a big fat 0.
Oh, nice.
Taki's just like, let's just mug them.
So yeah, roll that damage.
2 times it.
I assume, yeah.
Right. I don't know if you want to double it or if you want double rolls, but that is 21.
Yeah, he's dead. It just
Chuckles, rolls down. Taki's just like,
the like he goes down so fast the top hat kind of like hangs in the air for a second and then just drops to his chest.
Love it.
And I believe next up is Zim.
Okay, he's gonna land, try and be cool. 3-point land. And
Break
then,
your
like,
ankles.
He's like gone down on his knee a little hard, and he's like, I'm getting old. And then he's just gonna pull out his shotgun actually, and he's just gonna. It's 20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. So roll your damage.
19.
He gets blown back. He's looking really bad.
wait, that's the one that bet for us. We don't need to kill him.
But that's why he's not dead. Just grievously hurt.
I mean,
Like-
if he dies, then we could just take the money off of him, you know.
Pretty sure we could do that regardless.
He's standing there struggling to lift his gun, just looking at you like. Yeah. So next up is Mock.
I flick open my wrist, and there is from I look completely normal, but like from beneath my skin, there just like a panel opens up and a very heavy pistol pops out, and I just hold it out from my position in the vent. All right, could you tell us where the dapper gentleman is, and then I won't shoot this into your head. But if you don't, then I will.
He, with pained gasps, he points up and he just goes, 5.
Are you gonna be a little bit more specific about that?
Floor.
All right, is there a
5.
staircase? Can you tell us where the staircase is? Could you like give us all your keys and stuff? Could you, you know?
This
pistol's getting real warm. My finger's getting really itchy.
He scrambles a little bit and pulls out an agent and throws it at your feet, and then points to the door of the room that you're pretty much next to. Like, this looks like a break room if you take a moment to look around, and there's a door that's open, and it looks like it's another elevator lobby.
Nice.
So yeah, the agent that he threw lands at your feet, and he just kind of gestures.
No, I'm still in the vent. Like, I'm just still crouched in the vent, like yelling
okay,
from above.
Then it's under the vent. That's right.
The
I forgot you stayed up.
Arvanauts have landed. Thank you very much, Arvanauts and the Arvanauts, for the raid. Welcome in.
I'm a child threatening someone with a gun.
That's
what you
right.
walked in on. Hello.
I shoot people who bet against me.
All right, Chuckles, do you want to check and make sure you got everything off of that guy?
So as I'm hanging from this aerial silk carbon fiber body wrap, I think I'm going to rotate slowly in the air.
Stop right there, criminal! Oh! You've killed them all!
Oh no,
Get on now!
that one's still alive. That one's still alive. Just very grievously wounded. May not be alive for long if he didn't give up everything. So just make sure he complied with everything.
I'll make sure he complies. I'm gonna take the gun. I'm gonna flip it around. I'm just gonna pistol whip him around the face.
Nice.
Roll of brawling?
Seems good. I still haven't figured out what I'm good at. Maybe this will be good. Who knows? Is an 11 doing good?
Let me see, because this is handled different from range. Let me just double check real quick. You know what? He is so weak that I'll give it to you. Because I mean he's not gonna last anyway. So yeah, you smack him. He does kind of like the Mike Tyson's punch out thing.
Just a tooth flying.
Yeah, the top hat like spins in air.
Perfectly compliant.
There's applause from the vent.
Bleeding out on the floor.
You want him up
There's
there?
no
I'm
applause.
gonna grab him and yeet him up into the
Oh God, no! I didn't. What? No! Put him back down. I kick him back down.
Oh my god.
Right, so at least we have stuff landing now. Do you want help getting down, or you got it?
Did we want to?
You
Did
can
we
use
also
my
speak-
silks to get down there pre-greased.
I suddenly don't want to use the silks anymore. Did we want to just use the vent to get into the next room, or did you want me to go scout ahead into the vent before we open it with the whatever's on their bodies?
It's an elevator.
All right, well then I'm going to have to go down. Okay. All right. I'm
Isn't
going
it
down.
like a slide
No.
right now?
I can.
That goes
I
all
can
the way to Chuckles.
lower you down so that we can avoid touching the mesh girdle.
It's
Zim will like stand at the bottom, like just get down.
all right. This is not the worst thing. Okay. I'm gonna climb down. I'm just not thinking about it. I'm thinking about it climbing down the carbon.
I will jump into Zim's arms if possible.
I'll get a foot to the face. Oh yeah, all right, please.
That's it. Get that good omega free.
Whoa! Why is it fish? Why?
Why do you have to make it worse?
I am a child. I am a child. I am 16.
I made it so that it secreted some nice essential oils for my skin.
I really
Dim
don't
throws
think
up
you're
a bit in his mouth.
supposed to. I don't think that you're supposed to. Yeah, I don't really about real skin anymore, but yeah, I don't really think you're supposed to rub fish on your skin.
Yep. You ask them, they say essential oils, omega-3. Essential, they say. That means it's necessary.
Alright, can we just get into the elevator? I really don't want to be anywhere near these silks anymore, and this is fine.
I'm gonna like press a button. Can it like curl up like a spool?
Sure. Why
Yes.
not?
That vacuum where you just step on the lever and the cord just.
It's like a measuring tape when you click it, it goes yook. But it's fishy carbon mesh.
Zim will pick up the agent and throw it to Taki and be like, can you hack into it? Or I don't know.
I open it. Does it have a password?
It does not have a password because
Okay.
these two you get the sense that they weren't very security minded. You kind of feel like they were pretty low on the food chain here.
Taki makes a very good show of fiddling with it. Alright, I hacked it successfully. There you go.
Impressive.
Well, every now and again, what can I say?
I make sure they did give up any keys and like key cards and key passes, and I just go rifle through their bodies.
Yeah, I mean, you don't find much on them. They're pretty much they look like, now that they don't have the top hat on, they look like they're pretty low level, like street kind of thug types. If you do just a little bit of digging around in the agent, you find a program, like a program that gives you access to whatever security is in the building.
Alright, so the one that isn't dead yet said level 5, so shall we go up into the elevator?
Zim will nod. You said it was a break room?
It looks like it was meant to be a break room. Like there's a couple of tables, some chairs.
Are there any snacks?
I was
Not
about
really,
to say,
no.
they're like
There's-
biscuits.
There's no vending machine or anything. It's just kind of some tables and chairs.
Is there
No
a
dental.
refrigerator?
No
the benefit
snacks.
package is really shitty.
Oh no. Thank
Yeah,
God we
it's-
did not accept
I
the
know.
employment offer.
They don't
Like,
even have
there's-
the armor on them.
Yeah, it's very skimped, and like even the table and chairs aren't really arranged in a pattern. They're just kind of all over the place.
I'm imagining like the folding plastic tables and then like the plastic folding chairs. Like,
Close. They're like the round plastic tables,
oh God, those are
and
worse.
and
The ones
they,
that stick to your butt, those ones? Ugh.
yeah.
No. Oh, my thighs. They just didn't like that.
Nobody liked that. Alright, into the elevator we go. I don't trust it, but level 5, why not?
There's stairs to the building. They just kind of pointed to. I don't. If this building's not built up to code, I doubt they've got stairs because he's a serial killer, so he's got a flair for the dramatics and also an absolute flaunting of the fire safety code. So
It's much easier to control an elevator plummeting down. You can't really make someone plummet down the stairs unless
you can throw someone down the stairs.
I've got an alternate solution, and this is gonna be a little bit out of the box, all right?
Oh really?
But are we definitely sure that he's in this building?
No.
Well, I mean, they did say level 5, so I'm assuming that's
Yeah, they
where
said he was here,
is,
right?
or-
Yeah.
So why
Right,
go all the
yeah.
way up like 5 levels fighting junkies and masked men and hatted people and all this other stuff when we could just blow the bloody doors off?
If anyone would like to roll a human perception,
Maybe I'm good at that.
just to get like a little, just to see if you can get a little insight into this guy.
I don't know if I'm good at that.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
That is a 9. That is a 9. You just rolled poorly.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, you're not really sure. I mean, at a cursory glance, just the way this building is laid out and just the way things are set up, you kind of get the sense that this guy is not playing with a full deck. But that's about as far as you can. Yes.
Sorry, what does that? I've never heard that idiom before. What does that mean?
A little crazy.
Ah, okay.
In the knocked out guys, keep wanting to call it
Agent.
agent. Is there a phone number for the boss?
There is.
Can we speak to the
A
manager?
series of texts being like, "Can I?"
You go through. You don't find there are no phone numbers. I mean, like there's like phone numbers listed in there, like just random names. You do see, like looking in the call history, you can see a series of numbers from a blocked number, but you don't see nothing that jumps out at you that looks like it would come from the boss.
So, do we want to blow up the whole building, or do we just want to, like, go up and do this not as messily?
Well, it would be hard to get proof that we've killed him if we blow the whole thing up. So.
Right? Yeah, money, or just sweet satisfaction in my part. So.
Are you
I think
sure
that-
you're still just child?
Mostly.
Well, never too late to start thinking about the career.
Can't you hack the cameras, Tacky?
I can try.
And if you can hack the camera network, maybe we can get a visual on him. If you can also hack the music terminal, if there is such a thing, then we could play maybe the 1812 Overture, and then have all the explosions timed with the cannon blasts.
Alright, I will, can I find the camera in this room, or I believe I have to actually find a node, control node.
Yeah, you would have had to have done that through the node, and you'd already been to every level of it, and there was nothing in there that would give you access.
I don't think he controls the cameras. I think they're old tech.
I mean, they just.
That's
I
it.
doubt they really need any cameras because they kind of already know we're here. So if we get to this point, it's just kind of like
You could always sing, as you.
I can do that, okay.
Alright. Shall
Then
we?
we'll press the button on the elevator.
You could probably download it on your agent and play it over the speaker on that.
Is he good?
That's not a bad idea. I need to find a tannoy system. I'll keep my eye out.
While we are taking the elevator, I would like to look through this thing I've downloaded.
So yeah, as you, I wasn't sure if you were all just still talking in the break room. So you all got in the elevator, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So in this elevator, you notice there's a panel next to the button, and it looks like a sensor panel. Which, looking through the phone, finding the program in there, you figure you hold the phone up to it, and it scans it. Doors close, and the elevator goes up. You're on the second floor. You see it goes past 3, goes past 4, hits 5. As it's going up, Taki, you wanted to look at the file that you had downloaded. It's still decrypting. It's a little more than halfway done. It's like 55-60% finished decrypting.
The internet here sucks.
What is it? 20 out?
Maybe their coder was a little too, they ended with the giggle juice.
So as the elevator hits the 5th floor, another ding, doors open. As you exit, you see, it's another just plain elevator lobby of Raiders.
Welcome, Raiders.
and-
Thank you.
And if you look to, I believe your left, if you look to the left, it's just a wall over here to your right, and then a hallway to your left with large double doors that look very fancy.
Alright, do you want to blow this one up?
I can blow everything up. Why not?
Remember the proof. We need this.
Why don't we I just said blow open the doors, just make a big grand entrance, and we can, like, do an efficient clean murder once we get inside. I've traveled all across Britain with this accent. Whoopsies.
I'm not sure if I'm from Russia or France, so we're.
I think I started in Irish, made a trip to Edinburgh, and now we're in Welsh.
I mean, that's not even discussed.
Just say it's the cyber enhancements. It's your.
Oh my goodness, so
cybernetics.
many raids coming in. Thank you, everyone.
No.
All right. Maybe someone else can have a look at this. I'm practicing over here.
Practicing.
Never you mind.
I think I'm going to mind a little.
And I look at the door to see if it is locked. This big fancy door.
They're like old style, very ornate doors. They just have like the kind of the vertical handles. You don't see any locking mechanism. It looks like they just kind of swing open.
You said there were these fancy doors and another set of doors?
No, these are the only set of doors you see. Yep.
I'm very, very annoyedly, like a full annoying child trying to get a peek at whatever Chuckles is doing. The minute you said never you mind, the child went, try me.
Probably just refishing up.
Refishing.
Reapplying.
I
that.
never needed to hear the phrase refishing in that context ever.
Refishing the carbon girdle.
Yes.
I open up the doors.
Okay, yeah, the doors swing open, and
we're the ones that beat this serial killer. Us.
Chuckles back there rubbing fish on the belly, Mock being like this, and
Mock is like on Chuckles' back at this point. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What you got there? What you got there? What you got there?
Never you mind. You get away.
What you got there? What you got there? What you got there?
So yeah, the doors swing open, and it's a large room, and there's fancy pillars, and in the middle is the Dapper Jet, and he's sitting there on his fancy chair with his cane, and speaks again in that very strange voice that's just all different pitches and tones. Made it. Welcome. And he just kind of holds his arms out.
What you got there? What you got there? What you got there?
Alright, well, we never settled on a bet, but if we had, I would just want to say we won.
He nods. Believe you're right.
Alright, so do you have information for us, or shall we just do this?
And as you say that, he stands up and pulls out a heavy pistol and says, "Well, I believe you knew that this would not end peacefully, and everybody roll initiative, please."
Darn. Darn it. Hey.
I thought Taki was just gonna be that person that just walks in and is like, shoot first, never ask questions.
Okay.
Why am I good at things? This is the first time I've played a character who's good at things. And I made them a child. I made them a child because I didn't expect them to be good at anything, but turns out they're the most capable.
You're that annoying kid that somehow is good at everything, you know?
That's what this tiny 16-year-old who is essentially like, who looks completely normal and human, it's like has heavy armor and like can murder a man.
Okay, so
I think she's about to murder a man right now.
Speaking of which, Mock, you are up first.
What are my weapons? Hold up. Which one does? Oh, okay. So I'm still on Chuckles' back, I think. But with my other hand, I just sort of hold it out, and there is just a panel that just opens up and it raises, and they're just like it's my shoulder. They're just a panel like from underneath it becomes very clear why the shirt is oversized is because it has to have room for things to pop out, and they're just a giant like shoulder cannon. And I go, oh, hello there. And then I'm just going to fire my shotgun right at this guy.
Okay. You're a pretty big distance, so this is going to be it's been a harder thing, but roll for the attack. Unless you want to use your movement to get closer to him.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll springboard off of Chuckles. I'll use Chuckles as a launch pad and just jump, dive, and roll, and then like position so I have my shoulder cannon out, and then just blast him.
Okay. So yeah, make that roll.
Is a 23 hit?
23 should. Let's see.
Why is this child so good at murder?
It'll do it. His armor, he does flinch, but it looks like his armor took the brunt of that.
Oh no, that wasn't the damage.
wait.
That was just the.
Oh no, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll roll the damage then. I'm sorry.
Oh balls.
I mean it still does his okay. So on that, his armor breaks, and he does take some damage. I should probably track that actually.
Alright, that's fine. I wanted to, Mac kind of wanted to use her claws anyway, so that's fine. Don't worry about it. Why is there so many planes outside? Could you just not right now? I'm busy committing a murder.
Okay, so next up is Taki, I believe.
Alright, I'm ready to shoot this man, so I will try to attack. 22.
Should just hit.
Alright, the damage is 11 also.
Okay. And so with Cyberpunk, the armor rating when armor's broken, it's like, say you have like, for example, say you have like 10 armor and you take 10 damage, that armor's broken and it's done until you get it fixed. So he takes the full blast. And next up is Chuckles.
All right, so I'm sure everyone else has got the damage inside of thing handled. I've been spending that little bit of time there with my things behind my back, taking various items to create. I mean, I don't think the agent smartphone idea is gonna cut it, so I've been making myself a musical instrument out of tools. And I've seen a skill that I want to see if I'm good at. Play instrument. I'm good at it. And so on and so forth.
I want everyone in the room to just turn and all at once just.
Who knew you could make a kazoo out of a socket set? You just put a film over the end. I got everything in here.
Wait, the ones with the cannons, that is the one we need.
Right.
So Chuckles is just playing music
Yes.
on his makeshift kazoo?
Yes, indeed I am.
Okay.
John, you look so pained.
Don't you tell me how to live my life, sir.
I am not. I would never dream of it, sir.
Cyberpunk bard.
The Dapper, he kind of taps his foot a little bit. And so that's your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, on to Zim.
Zim will it's pretty good music, and he's going to run straight for the guy, for the Dapper gentleman, and he's gonna He's gonna just hit him with his big knucks.
Go for it.
Please get a critical hit with your big knucks.
I did it. Don't make me press it again. Like, then give me a double one. 18.
18 should do it. Yeah,
I'm
18.
gonna hit him with my big knucks. Does it hit?
Yeah, 18 hits.
Nice. Oh, 5. Damage.
Okay.
It's like a mediocre knuck, apparently.
Mid-grade knuck.
Yep.
I've had better knucks in my day.
This is just a warm-up knuck, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you run up and you just sock him, and he staggers, and then he rights himself, and I guess he's going to take a shot at you with his pistol, which that's gonna miss. Hang on. Yeah, that's still gonna miss. So he maybe it's the hit knocked his vision, his cyber optics off a little bit, but he fires still a little bit wide, and you hear the bullet whiz by, and it just misses you. And we are back up to Bach.
All right. How close am I now? Would I be able to get within melee range? I guess.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to get up in
Okay.
the melee range.
Cool. Shoulder cannon folds back into my body, and I out my claws, and I just run. And I would preferably like to try and gouge out his eyes, but you know, beggars can't be choosers.
You roll and see what we get.
25.
Nice.
Yeah, roll damage.
Oh, I can't roll damage for garbage, but that's 5 damage.
So you go for his eyes, you gouge across his face, and you can see that he definitely is not wearing a mask. This is his face. Like, he
Yeah, that's
has like
fine.
a mask for a face. It's weird. Yeah, he's not looking. He's looking really bad. I believe it's Taki's turn.
Ready to shoot him again. So, shooting. Is it 20?
20 should hit. Yeah, 20 will hit.
Alright, damage 12.
How are you finishing off the Dapper gent?
I aim the pistol, and I'm first aiming for the face, but then I aim just a little up so that it hits right where that stupid hat attaches to his head, and that is exactly where I shoot him. And it flies off, and you cut away to the scene, to the hat bouncing across the floor, and revolving to a stop, and then you just hear the fall of the body.
I'm gonna walk up behind Zim. I noticed a big blue button. I'm gonna press the knuck button.
Oh.
His hands just fall off.
I got
Damn
nothing.
it!
Oh, my knucks!
I just imagined like your arms turning into like the Rock'em Sock'em robots, like.
Instead of the head popping up, the hands pop out. So yeah, the Dapper gent is dead. Do any of you want to search the body?
I would like to take one of my claws and just decapitate him.
Okay, yeah, you
I
can
expect
go
nothing
ahead
less
and
from Murder Child.
you can go ahead and do that. As you're cutting through, you notice he is there's not much meat left on this guy. He is almost entirely cybernetic, and you're pretty sure that because of the extent of his cybernetics, that he was heavily under cyber psychosis. which you all know, having augmented yourselves, when you go too far into the cyber side of things, you go crazy. And this guy that's your best guess as to why he was doing why this building is so freaking weird, is that he was just completely off his rocker. He was just insane.
Is any of his meat in the hat?
No.
Alright, I take the hat.
I'm taking the head. Hey, we needed proof, right? This is good. This is good proof, right?
Agreed.
I will. Does he have like any tech in this area?
Like out, like in the room itself.
Yeah.
You notice
a computer or an agent or something.
You notice on the chair on one of the arms an agent is sitting on the arm.
I'll have a look at it. Try and I'll have a crack at opening it, and if not, I'll give it to Taki.
Okay. You notice that this one is password protected.
No, wait, I got the code. It's 55555. I
type in 55555.
It works. Again.
The first time I type in 55556. Oh shit. And then I do it.
So yeah, you get into this and you see you see
welcome raiders.
Raiders, we are
more raiders. Oh my goodness, welcome in.
Oh.
They just took out the big bad of the one shot pretty handily. They rolled pretty well. Yeah, looking through the agent, you can see that there's in the call history, like outgoing calls to who you assume are his minions. One of them is named Billy, the other is Teddy. You also see there's a correspondence in there from it's kind of heavily redacted. There is no company. They sound like company emails, but there's no company name. There's no signature, and it talks about project a project augmentation project. It sounds like this guy was kind of a guinea pig of some sort. But you also see record of like pictures, evidence of him that this was the Dapper gent, like that he was killing these people. There's evidence of his kills or on the agent.
Is there a video camera here he was using to put on the monitors?
Yeah, you see it. It's if you look around, because we're running low on time. I won't make won't bother with rolls. But yeah, you see there's a camera. It's kind of an obvious camera above the doors that you came in.
All right, employees, go home. Your boss is dead. I don't want you to also be dead, but I will kill you. Turn off.
There's a very faint in the background. Or me, I'll kill you.
We have a murder hobo child.
This small child holds up the severed head.
Alright, you want to load up into the Robin? You want to load up into RT? Shall we go? Let's pick up some money.
Alright. And then we open up our garage. Yes?
Get something better than fish oil to rub on yourself.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out what I'm good at.
Kazooing?
The kazoo's pretty good. You can you want
Yes, I am.
You want to install RT with a radio? We can kazoo our victory down the street. For it, and we go.
Yeah.
I like wire it into the subwoofer, so it's like so loud.
Yeah, so you take the elevator that you used to get up to this floor. You find also goes down to the first floor, and there's actually goes out a secret back entrance, because of course there'd be a secret back entrance.
Ooh.
As you get in, you leave. You see a few people filing out of the building, kind of just tossing their hats away. Some of them keep them because they kind of like them.
Drinks.
There's a handful of them. None of them, they're all street thugs. None of them really knew what they were getting into. You get the sense, just because of how crazy this guy was.
Don't put this on your applications.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, I didn't think to look before, but, what color are your claws?
I was picturing them to be like almost like tinged red with lasers.
Tinged with lasers. Oh, that's all right then, because I was going to say, you're too young for white claws.
I'm done.
There had to be
Can we
one.
And the heavily modified Reliant Robin limousine drives off into the sunset.
It's beautiful.
Meanwhile, one of the thugs turns to the other. But yeah, your evidence was more than enough. Taki, on the ride back to the bar, you check the file that you were decrypting again, and it's decrypted, and you find that it's a corporation that no one's really heard of before. It seems like it was kind of made up of people from all the major corporations in Night City or around the world, actually, that pooled some resources to basically create the Dapper Gent. He was just some guy they picked up off the street and just used him just to test how far they could push a person into complete cyberization and see what happened. And this was the result.
All right, I got some more info we can sell to the right networks, and if they don't buy, we can just hack into their systems and broadcast it to everyone. Great blackmail.
We are rotten individuals.
I need cybernetic adjustable shins, okay? Those are very expensive.
I will get you some shins.
I mean, I could
We are
always use
rich.
I mean, getting another car wouldn't be that bad. RT needs a friend.
Trust me, if you want to make the most out of your money, you want to look at investing in some nice, stable businesses.
Like when
I was thinking of investing in the local cafe down the road.
No, stable businesses.
A grocery store down the road.
Parking meter business, pretty
Yes.
I'm just picturing you get to the bar and Don's taking a swig of beer, and I just picture Mock just
Bunk!
with the head. I guess that'll be proof. Good job. You don't look
Big
any
smile.
worse for wear.
We got information too, but that comes with more price, so.
What kind of information?
Big names of businesses and a certain experiment that this was all part of.
Oh yeah, you ain't seen the last of this one.
And he pulls out, he sets his beer aside, pulls out his agent, starts taps in some things, and waits for a moment. Caesar nods. I think I know some people who might be interested in that. First things first, and he taps something else in, and you all get another notification. You got the rest of the payment that was owed you for taking care of the Dapper dilemma, as we're calling it now.
All right. First we sell the information, then we buy our garage.
As long as we have a
Chuckles
kazoo.
and Zim get into a kazoo company.
I was like, as long as the garage has a kazoo speaker system, I'm down for it.
And Don sends you the contact information of the interested party who would want that information.
Right, I hope they're as generous as you are.
Might be more so. They got more connections than even I do.
And Taki will go to leave and order him another beer on the way out. Because Taki's rich now, they can buy whatever. Including your shins.
Mock would like to keep the head if possible.
Well, hang on just a second. He takes a picture of it.
Alright, I mean, I can just send you pictures. It's more just personal.
I'm not one to question you.
Alright.
You do you.
This tiny 4'11" child with a giant robot decapitated head that still probably has some meat in it just happily walks out.
I would love to see how a futuristic teenager would pose with a decapitated head that they like.
Hashtag murder.
Hashtag homicide.
Hashtag Suicide Squad.
Kids these days.
Well, everyone, I think that about brings us to a close. Thank you so much for coming
my
along.
last thing
This
to
is
be
crazy.
hashtag murder. No.
Yep, that's the
No.
ending. That's the close
No.
scene. So, before we exit for tonight, please, we're gonna go on a raid. First of all, I will choose a raider. We will go on a raid. Okay, so hang on. You wait right there because I feel like we've got enough viewers hanging around that we can go somewhere, not only start a raid, but also maybe start a little bit of hype train madness. That could be cool. So hold on for that. I know
Am I
exactly where
hanging
we're gonna
on
go.
or holding on? I'm doing both. But...
Both. Both.
Hang on.
Yeah.
One hand is holding and one hand is hanging.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Woo.
I'm holding the rope I am hanging from.
Okay.
Nice.
Holding the fish oil mesh.
So. First of all, check out our social links. There's no such thing as social distancing in the 21st century because we have the internet. So go and check out all those links. Be a part of our community. We'll love you from a distance. It'll be great. Also, check out Twitter. Send me a DM and I'll get you a game. And YouTube. You can catch up on all of our shows. Also, check out our sponsors, Hero Forge, who make the amazing minis. You can find these on their website. This is a colored one, which is part of their recent Kickstarter. It's a prototype. You can get colored minis very soon, but you can get other minis in grayscale at the moment to your exacting specifications. Also, check out Mage Hand Press, who made the Dark Matter expansion for 5e. Haha, flipped it up on you. If you like Space
Why are you
and
like
D&D,
this?
buy that book. And last but most certainly not least, please go and check out the Deck of Many, who made the Deck of Many Things. You can find these flashcards right here. And also their Humblewood campaign, which is on Thursdays here at the Academy on oh my god, I really can't spell. Thank you someone for putting me out of my goddamn misery.
Not me.
Mommy.
I want a command for Mammy.
No.
Mammy.
So yeah, go and check them out as well. Let's go around and speak to everyone. Let's go the opposite way around and start with Sage Ophelia.
Oh, hi. I am Sage Ophelia. You can find me as that on Twitter. This was a ton of fun. I loved being terrible at what I was supposed to be good at and shooting everybody in the head.
Yes, that is exactly what we love from Cyberpunk. Next around, we have Nadine at Any Actor.
Hello, it is me, Nadine. Any actor, any _ actor on Twitter and Twitch. I played the I don't even know what he was. The tired old man. tired old man, Sim. Thank you. As always, it's a pleasure. I appreciate you all. Fantastic. And thank you, John.
And fantastic thing. Next around, we have Mackenzie Lane DA. Very famous.
Oh, hi. I'm Mackenzie Lane Day on Twitter. You can find me there yelling into the void about a bunch of stuff. Currently, you can catch me on Wednesdays as the DM for Downside Up here on this channel at 6 p.m. EST. You can also catch me over on the Wizards D&D channel for the next 3 weeks playing in Tales from the Mist. I play Sorrow, a half-elf monk. She's very great. And if you like this character from this one shot, you may like her, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Speaking of which, I love this character. I did not intend to love this character, but whoopsies. I came up with the concept before I actually looked at the sheet I was given, and then I was like, why does this child have heavy armor and like 3 weapons, and is also really good at murder? Okay, we're going with it, and so then thus Murder Child was born. What a gift!
And a hell of a driver, apparently.
Apparently, she was good at everything. She was good at everything she tried. I didn't know how or why.
Prodigy.
The duality, and last but most certainly not least, we have John at V's Knees.
Hello. Thank you for bearing with me through this. Of course, as as the stream started, I forgot a lot of things that I looked up. I swear I looked up on this stuff beforehand, and I just all of it just kind of went. But yeah, I'm at V's Knees on Twitter. Don't really have anything going on. You can find me here every now and then. Pretty much it. Thank you for again for everyone for joining me in this Cyberpunk Red one shot. Thank you for Mackenzie, and I almost called you your character name, and Sage for being last minute additions.
Thank
appreciate
you so much.
all of you. You all did awesome, and I hope it was fun. I had fun.
Fantastic point. Mackenzie and Holly literally hopped in like 5 hours ago to be like, yeah, I'll fill some spots.
I think I was 2 hours ago.
Yeah. So the video may have said very different names. Big shout outs to Oh Baby Rachel, who unfortunately couldn't make it, and also Scandalous, who also couldn't make it. Send them some love. Send them some love. But right now, let us be done here and go on a raid cry. It has been 12 hours and 7 minutes since I went live, and my body yearns for rest and relaxation. And no, I don't think the Jane Austen will ever leave my voice again. So there is our raid cry. Copy it to your clipboards and join me as we are going to go and raid Ocadrian. Okay, now we've not raided them before, so let's give them the big old Scratticus Academy welcome. Okay, I want to see hype trains popping off. I want to see emotes everywhere. I want to see all of the shit. All of the shit. We're gonna take all of our shit. We're gonna put it in a box or in a room or something. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna get it together and we're gonna throw it at them. Okay, that's the plan.
You really need to take a nap, Scrat.
No, I shall not be persuaded to rest my longful eyes. I shall.
You really need to take a nap, Scrat.
Okay, I'm fading across now. We're gonna go bye.
Nice Joker laugh.